I'm putting a full-size Ford Bronco, 1978 model, on this 2006 Crown Vic chassis, and there's nothing you can do about it. Bronco Vic, we're back. For anyone that hasn't seen the first two episodes, Bronco Vic is our 1978 Ford Bronco on a Crown Vic chassis. The chassis has been cut. It's been shortened about 10 3/4 inches to fit the wheelbase of the Bronco. It's challenging, but I don't think it's something we can't finish. So here's what we're dealing with first. This section of the Bronco, I've got to trim this out to get it to sit down on the frame as low as I want to. Look, trust me, I get it. Watching somebody use a grinder isn't the most riveting thing you're gonna see on YouTube, but I'm trying to tell a story here, man. Give me a second. What are we talking about, like 45 seconds? For all of you that hate this kind of stuff, there's people out there that want to see it. Hey, I need to see where you cut it. We're almost finished. We're hung up here, there on the OG filler neck. So that's got to come out the way just barely. Same thing over here. This is what I marked to cut. So either way, I got to clearance that. This side, everything I painted blue here, I got to cut and clearance. That's what it's hung up on there. This side's good enough to get the ride height that I want. I went to put the drive shaft in and it clears this barely, but it doesn't clear here. So I'm gonna have to cut a channel for the drive shaft to go up in. I kind of figured I would at some point, but I didn't want to cut it until I had the drive shaft to know where to cut it. These panels look like they come unbolted, so I'm gonna unbolt these to get access to this, section this right here, and then put the drive shaft in. Got the drive shaft stop system. You should probably measure that. It's freaking perfect. You should probably measure that. I'm good. Just cut it. I need to drop this some to be able to mount the 78, the top of the core support, which has the hood latch. That might be enough right there. That's gonna work. Just gotta make a few little brackets to hold that condenser now. In any kind of metal work at all, you're gonna inevitably have drops and scrap pieces of metal, but don't throw that stuff away. That costs money. Cut strips, certain lengths, you don't even have to measure them. Have a shear and that makes it handy, but you don't have to use a shear. Use whatever you have. Next, you want to take your punch and just mark holes. Chuck, drill your holes. Once you get your holes drilled, off to the belt sander. Now, just like that flag behind me, here's where the strength comes in. You're going to run a bead straight down that. What you end up with are nice little brackets. The bead gives them incredible tensile strength. So if you're hanging something vertical like AC condenser or something, you know, even a body panel, that's going to be a lot stronger with that bead. Fill your toolbox full of them, you know, you can get your kids involved, whatever. The paint on this thing is ridiculous. This faux patina paint job is one of the better ones I've ever seen. This thing was a solid OEM base color when it was started. Springtime yellow is the factory color, but you wouldn't know it looking at this. This thing looks like it's been abused over the years, but it's done right. I mean, 390 with a 428 Cobra Jet camshaft and heads and a C6 transmission at the back. Lowered 4 inches in the front and 5 inches in the rear with the DGM Performance Suspension Lowering Kit, which includes all the springs and spring mounts and I-beams and shocks and whatnot. The rear end is a 66 F100 housing, the transplanted third member out of a Fairlane with a 411 gear and track lock. Thanks for sending me your info, bud. T-shirt, it's on the way. The phone number here at Mug Customs is 940-577-4537. Information about your vehicle, along with pictures, video clips, whatever you want to be seen, and a brief message about what you've done and what you plan to do. If we use your truck or car in an episode of Mug Customs, we will send you a T-shirt. I think I'm gonna call this a wrap this evening, at least for the Bronco. Got a tarp on it. I don't know how long that'll last, but tomorrow I gotta run some errands and then get something ready to go to a car show on Saturday. Not sure what I'm gonna take yet. I got some bumpers and I need to get a grill, some other parts. The body's not mounted, it's just on there. That'll be next on it, but it does move on its own now, so that's huge. Drive shaft's in, brakes work good, they'll put you through the window. All right, so back home, spent some time trying to sand some of this spray paint off the truck to get back to its factory color, and lo and behold, this is why I have trust issues. We're gonna figure it out, but